everyone, welcome to my Surviving Angel Insight channel. So this episode, I want to talk about therapy. Therapy. What therapy? What therapy? And I know y'all probably like, did this girl just dance to therapy? Yes. With the serious face. Yes, I did. Okay, well, that's a little bit funny too. But no, seriously, we all need therapy. I don't know why we got this stigma that if you see a therapist, you weak. Let me tell you, I think that show you strong. You know when I think you weak is when you act like you got it all together. You don't need nobody. That's a lie, because we all need somebody some point in our life. And I think it's always good to have somebody to talk to. Let me tell you why therapy is the bomb. If you get the right therapist. Because not all therapists is great. But if you get the right therapist, I'm going to tell you why they the bomb.com. And yes, I just used the bomb.com. What you going to do about it? Okay, let me stop being silly because I'm supposed to be serious right now. Okay. So, you know how, let's say for instance, if you go to your friend, right? Now, this is I gotta be careful how I say this, because see, not all friends are like that. Because let me tell you something, I got certain friends that I could go to and they don't judge me. They just give their opinion and everything. But let's say you go to somebody that's not really a good friend, right? You gotta be careful the number of people you have in your circle, because not everybody in your circle could be trusted with the most valuable things, which is you. You're very valuable, and you gotta be careful who you share yourself with. And energy is very important. Be careful who you let around your space and your energy. You know what I mean? So let's go, say you go to this person, you give them, like, just tell them something. They're going to judge you for it, right? They're going to hold it over your head. But see, most good therapists, they are there to help you. And you know, your friends, like I said, they're going to keep focused on whatever mistakes you made, whatever and all this. Your therapist is going to be like, okay, and they're going to talk you through the mistakes you made, and they're going to help you through it. If you want to change for the better, like say if you go to your friend and say, look, I'm trying to change this and change that, they're going to talk about why you can't change it, and that's stupid, you this and that. Not a therapist. A therapist is going to help you change it, right? Help you get to the point that they know you're going to be without any judgment. I think it's good to have somebody to talk to, because not all the time our friends is great to talk to, but I think it is great to have a therapist and a very, very good close friend that you can speak to. Because I was just telling a friend of mine the other day, one thing about therapists, right, is that 45 minutes. That thing always gets me, yo. Let me tell you something about therapy sometimes, right? You get into a topic, right? And you like, say if it's a topic that got you like, and they go, oh, time's up, got to go. You're like, what? I'm not even done crying. I'm not even done finished. What are you feel left, right? Unfulfilled, right? You feel like, oh my God, I'm not done, and whatever. And then they like, see you next week, you know. And you're like, what the hell was that? You know what I mean? So it's always good to also have a friend that you can speak to, because they're not going to harm you, right? If you going through your emotion or you crying about just whatever is going on, they're going to be there for you to help you through it. But therapy is very, very important. Do not let nobody tell you, do not see a therapist. You are weak if you see a therapist, because that is so not true. All of us can use somebody that can help us see things a little bit more clearly and see things more different. Because sometimes what we see ain't what it really is, right? Sometimes, situations could come up and we feel a certain way, and we be like, oh, that wasn't what it really was, though. But we needed somebody to help us, like, see it and understand it and help clarify it. You know, and not help us go overboard. Like, okay, I'm gonna use my personal, just one thing, right? I shared in another video about social media, and I used to post about all the time being in pain, right? And my therapist that I used to have, she was telling me to join the cancer group, right? Because she was like, if you go to the cancer groups, the cancer groups know what you're talking about, so they're not going to judge you at all, right? Because they know what you're going through. They going through it too, they self, right? So I was like, okay, I would do that. But because of all that damage that was done, for everybody coming so negative at me, I don't say nothing. I joined the cancer groups, right? So, but what I do is I only say something once a year, and that's on my cancer anniversaries. And the thing about it, even when I do that once a year, I get so much positivity. Like, everybody's like, oh my God, you just inspire me to continue to fight, and you need to share your story on the news and everything. You see the difference, right? But the therapist helped me out, because by doing a therapy, it got me to the point when I realized as well. So we talked about fasting and praying, right? And it also, with therapy, it also helped me too to understand that you just gotta sometimes do things differently. It doesn't mean it's wrong the way you're doing it. You just gotta do them differently. And all of us can use somebody that can help us with better insight, better direction, right? So my advice to you, because I don't want this video to be too long, is if you need help, because my heart goes out to anybody who kill themselves or even think about committing suicide. I don't want to see nobody commit suicide. I don't even want nobody thinking it. But I know all of us go, like, even think about this. During the pandemic, this was the most everybody ever struggled with mental illness. You know why? Because everything was stopped. We didn't have a release. We didn't have anything to help us not focus on all the things that we was pretending that was okay. You know what I mean? Like, for me, again, personal experience. Acting was awesome for me. It really helped me out a lot. It kept me grounded in lots of ways. I was able to, like, in a moment, not focus about all the pain and everything I got to deal with. But of course, when it was over, I was like, I'm hurting. And actually, I was hurting doing the play. We ain't even going to talk about that because I'm going to get in trouble. But it was a very good release for me, that it kept me from thinking about all the stuff that was going on. We need that in our life, right? We need something. But when it all gets taken away from us, we got nothing but time to focus on everything we dealing with. And that's why last year was so much depression, anxiety, and this is why everybody needs a therapist. Somebody that can help us, talk to us through everything that we're going through, to help us be clear, with our mind. So when we're ready to think about them negativity, they can help bring us back with more positivity. And like I talked to my therapist about, what if, but it was the what if was so negative. And she was like, but you didn't even think about the what if that was all positive. And I'm like, see, this is why you need a therapist, right? You need a therapist that can help you with these things. So please, everybody, anybody who teaches you about getting a therapist, get rid of them. I'm sorry. Get rid of them. And, ignore any strangers that's not even close to you. And I had to learn that too, because if strangers not close to you, why are you worrying about what they think? They can't do nothing for you. Are they paying your bills? No. No. Even some of your friends, are they paying your bills? No. So why are you worrying about what they think? Huh? But see, this is why you need a therapist to help you realize this stuff. So see a therapist, right? If you ever feeling down, if you feeling like you don't know which way it's left or right, because so many things is going on in your life, see a therapist. And I don't know the best ways exactly that will make you, like, how to determine which therapist is good for you. I mean, I know what I did for me, so I just watch how they react to what I'm saying, how they really listen to what I'm saying, how they really help me, come up with really good positive things, to keep growing and changing. That's what helped me realize what good therapist was for me. So find a good therapist that's for you, that makes you feel comfortable to want to keep talking to them and share with them things that you wouldn't even tell anybody else. Because a lot of times we hide things from certain people. So If you need someone to help you with something, please see a therapist. Talk to somebody. Find somebody that you know that truly love you, care about you, and will keep it confidential. Do not suffer in silence, because when you suffer in silence, it's doing more harm than good. You know, it's always good to let it out, but let it out with a therapist or a close friend, not social media. Therapist. Only good friend, only therapist, okay? So, gonna say this to you guys. I really hope that all of y'all stay safe, be safe. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'm going to explain it in another video why haven't been on here in forever. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please do not give up. No matter what you're going through, do not give. I know it looks hard right now, but I promise you, it will get better. Better is coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. You just gotta hold on, keep praying, keep believing, keep the faith. It's happening. God loves you. I love you. So please do not give up. See you soon.